Brought to you by Team Builders International, specialists in creating high-performance business teams that get results.
This afternoon we're at Fullerton, home of Marr Rugby Club, for the fourth round National Cup tie between Marr and Watsonians. Marr are top of West League Division 1, they've only lost once this season, but Watsonians, well, they ended up third in Premier 1 and were in contention for the title right up to the end. A bit of a David and Goliath this afternoon, but who knows, the underdogs can always give their favourites a fright. Marr will be trying to do that this afternoon, that's for sure.
I think the fact that Watsonians are here today allows the local community to come out and support us, and it's reward for not only the players but for all the helpers, for the kids as well, for both the communities of Troon and Prestwick. We hope there'll be a big crowd here today, probably one of the biggest ones Watsonians will play against this year.
Your coach said in this game you're second favourites, but I'm sure you're out to give them a fright this afternoon.
Well, I know the boys are all fired up for it, as are the crowd, and I think the boys will do really well. I think our biggest fear is injuries, but they're not even thinking about that. They're going out to enjoy the rugby this afternoon and to play as best they can.
So Marr prepared to take on the current cup holders in this fourth round tie, and as was expected, Watsonians prepared to give the ball plenty of air. Lovely pass there from Alamelo. And the ball coming out to Matt Cooper on the wing. Cooper knocked over there by Cal Bruning, but penalty to Watsonians taken quickly by Scott Stumbles. And how did it get there? Well, the Marr defence didn't seem to know how, but the next thing we knew was Dougie Brown was touching down for a try in 5 minutes to take Watsonians into the lead after Mike Kerr slotted the conversion by 7 points. Sam Paolo making a nuisance of himself. Melo again having a dip at the Marr defence, but after giving that first try away, Marr tightened up their defence, started to get bodies into the tackle, and Watsonians certainly weren't having it their own way. Melo again, and terrific crunching tackle there from the Marr back row that won themselves a penalty. And then, well, was this going to be a bit of glory for Marr? Sandy Morrison driving on there towards the Watsonians line. Nice wee inside ball there from Robbie Lockie, but the Watsonians fringe defence, pretty solid. Then out to Sean Little, and a Burley centre having a right solid dip at the Watsonians defence. Fullback Andrew Galt in there, trying to work the ball clear for Marr, but no, the drive was on. But when the ball went to ground, no, didn't quite make it, and that was probably as good a chance as Marr were going to have in the first half. Picked up the back by Kevin Patty, wee fumble there by Robbie Lockie, and possession back to Watsonians. And Mike Kerr ghosting through a gap there. Got plenty of men outside him, and the ball out to Andy Skeen, the winger, scampering away down there, down the wing, but Marr again getting back in numbers, solid defence. Lockie back to Gavin Anderson, kick not quite finding touch, and again Watsonians giving the ball plenty of air. Matt Cooper onto Kian Kurtzia, but again nothing coming out for Watsonians. A wee bit of frustration creeping in, and long kick downfield picked up by Andrew Skeen. Lovely wee shimmy to beat Andrew Galt there, taking the ball up to the 22. Wee chip forward, and oh dear, that's the sort of guddle you have nightmares about. As Matt Cooper goes in under the posts for Mike Kerr to convert. just before half time. Bad time for Marr to give a score away. But with a couple of seconds left, big drive by Watsonians. The ball again out to Mike Kerr, and his kick to the right hand touchline, popping up nicely, and Andy Skeen set off, scampering down the touchline. Was it going to be try number 3? No, a saving tackle there. And Watsonians go into half time 14 points to 0 ahead.
Brought to you by Team Builders International, specialists in creating high-performance business teams that get results.
Into the second half, and Marr, well, they must have thought they were still in with a wee chance at 14 points to 0 of creating an upset. And they certainly weren't frightened to take play back to the cup holders, and in fact the ball at chip ahead, getting to Stephen Alexander. Ball up to the Watsonians 22. Kyle Brunning's chip ahead there for the wing, but taken out quite easily by Malamelo. And no sooner had he done that, but Watsonians were back on the attack. And lovely pass there from Dougie Brown to put Andy Skeen in for the first try of the second half. Watsonians showing that they weren't all just about the flash boys out behind the scrum. A big drive on there. Nothing Marr could do about that one. And Will Rowley, the man coming up with the ball, to take the score to Watsonians 33, Marr 0. And you could have forgiven Marr at this point if they decided, that's it, we'll just give it up. But my goodness, they kept on fighting. And look at that, the Predator Supreme. How many times have we seen Kevin Patty do that over the years? And Kyle Brunning almost through there, taken out by fellow Kiwi Cammy Mather. And Marr working away, doing everything they can to get a score on the board, but being halted there on the Watsonians 22. Melo again, taking 2 or 3 more tacklers with him. Watsonians going through the phases. Marr tackling, not giving up, putting everything into it. And Watsonians having to work very, very hard for anything that they were getting out of this game at all. Worked out to Melo again, and this time it was Matt Cooper, back to Melo. But again, the Marr defence forcing Watsonians into an error, and well, you could sense a wee bit of frustration coming into the Watsonians play, but then finally the big men made the dents. Off went Ian Dryborough, and thrown down there by the Marr defence again, but Watsonians finding space at last, and Nick Hart's pass putting Ali Rowe in for the try to take Watsonians ahead by 38 points to 0 going into the final quarter. They notched another couple of tries in that quarter, and then as the game entered the dying minutes, well, the Capital side weren't going to give up. Mike Kerr ghosting through there, lovely ball to Gregor Wood. Wood offloading to Nick Hart, and Hart flipping it inside for Andy Skeen's second try, which he converted to take it to 64 points to 0, and Watsonians still looking for more, driving on the Marr line in the dying second, but Marr not going to give up now, holding them out, courageous defence, taking the game right up to the final whistle. And despite that defeat, Marr can take a lot from this game.
Pride first and foremost. First half, thought we controlled them well. Got an easy try in the first, I think it was first 10 minutes. Just cut us in the midfield, but certainly first half performance. To go down 14-0 at half time, I thought we held them well. And then it just getting down to fitness. That was honest answer. Going into the second half, We knew what we had to do. They were going to come out as quick, going to come out as hard. Their midfield, cutting the angles, fantastic, and our heads went down in the second half. Last 20, was just down to fitness and a bit of skill in their part as well. I thought we looked better looking team though.
So Watsonians win, takes them into round 5 of the Cup for a capital derby against Boroughmuir. Here at Fullerton, Marr will take on St Andrews University in the Shield. This is Ron Evans for Scottish Rugby Television at Troon.
Brought to you by Team Builders International, specialists in creating high-performance business teams that get results.